Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and it was Loy Machedo. Today the date is May 2016, time right now is 11:40 in the morning. Okay, got this question, which is another one. Loy, why do most relationships break up? Why do most relationships break up? Okay, pretty simple. All right. You see, most of the relationships that occur, they are made based on a emotional decision. They are never made based on a logical decisions. People make emotional decisions like, oh, I can't live without him. He makes my heart flutter. I get funny feelings like butterflies moving in my stomach. I get like my heart pounding. Or I can't breathe without him. I can't live without him. I have to hold him. Like how my ex-girlfriend used to say, oh, he loves me so much. Unless he hears my voice, he can't go through the day. Loy, he told me every day in the morning he has to kiss me and wake me up. He has to carry me and take me to the bathroom and give me a bath and brush my teeth. And Loy, he told me unless he makes love to me, he doesn't feel complete, and all that. He can't breathe without me. However, what happens is after she got married, after all that happened, then where he had to kiss her and wake her up in the morning, she told me that his mouth stinks, so they can't tolerate kissing each other in the morning. Where he had to carry her to the bathroom to give her a bath early in the morning and brush her teeth. Apparently, she's become so fat that he can't carry her also. And where he said that he has to make love to me every time, others he can't start his day. Apparently now he's bored to have sex with her completely. And before he couldn't breathe without her. Now apparently he gets suffocated with her. So what happens is, when people get into relationships, they think of all the emotional reasons. I can't live without him. I can't breathe without him. He makes me feel so special. All that love bullshit. Okay. However, after marriage, it's like that sex drive. When you think of someone that you love, you think of sex. You really think of sex. You think of satisfying yourself mentally. Mentally, you want to connect to the person. In terms of emotions and feelings, you want to feel one with the person. And physically, you need to satisfy each other. So there is a satisfaction of three areas. One is the mental, where you connect. One is the heart, where you feel emotional. And one is the physical aspect. But once all those three are satisfied, it's like this. You're very hungry, very, very hungry, and you ate something that you like. You ate something to the point you ate till you're full. After that, you will not think of eating food. Same thing with love, sex, intimacy, everything. You reach a point where you're full. After you're full, what do you do next? So what do you do next? Obviously, you have other things. You have bills to pay, expenses. You have personal goals. You have intellectual needs. You have so many other areas of your life that you need to focus on. And if, for example, you have children, you're worried about, oh, I need to get up in the morning. I need to take them to school. I need to send them to the nursery. I need to pay these bills here and there. Oh, I need to go to the office. Oh, I have, customers to deal. Oh, I have stress. So all these things come into the equation. So all of a sudden, where you are only thinking of love, sex, romance, and emotional thinking, all of a sudden, that is satisfied. Then you have the reality of life. So what do you do with the reality of life? You have to handle it. And this is where the real personality of the relationship comes out. All of a sudden, when the guy and girl have to meet each other, the guy dresses up really nice, combs his hair, go to a barber, looks amazingly fresh, has a nice clean shave, puts an amazing cologne, perfume, he dresses up amazing, make sure that his chest can be seen, he pumps himself up, make sure his arms are, pumped and tight, then wears an amazing trouser, belt, and and shoes and socks, and he looks like a flashy guy, comes with his clean car, and he tries to be at his best for the girl. And the girl puts on makeup, tries to look amazing, make sure her cleavage, everything is shown, her body is tight, her legs are displayed, and she's dressing up hot and sexy. And they both are trying to impress each other. Both of them are impressing each other, and they're like very mannerful. And back of their head, they're thinking of intimacy, connection. They're thinking, how can I get close to one another? And once all that, facade is over, then they go home, they have passionate sex. They put their mouth, nose, head, every possible location, their tongue, everything they do. They follow the 101 Kama Sutra positions. They will have sex, morning, afternoon, night, until they're fed up. Finished. Okay, that's all. Then they'll do this every single day, every single moment. They'll do. It's like you love ice cream and you eat ice cream every single day, morning, afternoon, evening, ice cream. And you'll find one day you're like, I can't taste this. I say, I don't want to see ice cream. It's like guys who are working in Baskin Robbins. They first, when they're working for ice cream, wow, it's an amazing feeling. After that, they get like so fed up of ice cream because they've been eating so much of ice cream. Now they don't want ice cream. Fine. Now they look, they can't bear to see it. Because too much of anything is a bad thing. So in the same thing, after you've been in that relationship for so long, finally that sex, that intimacy, everything is fulfilled. You're full. You don't see that anymore. Now what you see is, I need to focus on other areas. So then you start thinking, shit, I have to go to work. That is my reality. You go to work, go through the traffic, go to the office. After getting there, then you have to prepare your coffee, check your emails. Then you have to listen to your boss giving you shit and pressure. Then you have clients giving you shit and pressure. Then after all that shit has happened, you're absolutely tired, knackered. Then you come back, in traffic, which is maddening. And then you come home, you're dead. You have a shower. And the last thing on your mind is sex. The last thing on your mind is romance. The last thing on your mind is that you just want time off. So that is where reality sets in. Then you have, I have to clean my house. I have to do the laundry. I have to do the dishes. I have bills to pay. Shit, this is broken. Oh my God, insurance is there. So these things come out and then you get completely, you're overwhelmed with the realities of life. And that is where that person whom you were so romantically involved, you need to switch on the logical interface. So now, does this person match? Is this person and you thinking on the same level? It's like you want to take rest and watch TV. Maybe she wants you to do the laundry. Or maybe you want the house to be quiet and she wants to talk. What do you do then? What do you do when you want space and she doesn't want to give you space? Or what do you do when she wants to go out with her friends and you don't want her to do that? This is where the problems take place. And the reason why relationships break up is because after taking those decisions on a very emotional level, then comes a logical level that you didn't think about. All of a sudden, these expectations that you had, that you thought it's going to be an amazing thing, all those, illusions that you had with each other, the bubble bursts and there comes reality. And where you are fooling yourself, and you're fooling yourself that she's going to be perfect, and you fooled the other person believing you are perfect, all of a sudden you're just exposed. You both are exposed with, after all that makeup, that good clothes, the perfume, everything is gone. All of a sudden you have body odor, you have that ugly looking side, you don't have the six-pack ab because you don't need to pump hard, and you're just sitting like this. And the person sees you for who you really are. And then you both look at each other naked, look at each other as you really are, and you ask yourself, shit, is this a person who I really want to spend my whole life with, who doesn't want to get romantic with me, doesn't want to impress me, just wants to be his or her stinky, smelly, ugly self, where the mood swings are going in different directions, where priorities are different, where goals are different, where individuals are different. And then, if you both start moving in different directions or at different paces, where one is growing faster than the other, or one is evolving faster than the other, or one is becoming more successful than the other, then what do you do? So this is where relationships break up. And most of the time relationships break up is because what you were 5 years ago, you made certain choices. You decided this person's right for me. After 5 years, you're a different person. You're a different person. He's a different person. She's a different person. You both have different value systems, different needs, different requirements. So now, how do you fit in? This is where problems take place. And this is where, relationships break up. Because once you're bored of all that romance, all that sex, all that, that passing phase, you change. It no longer is important to you. And this is where people move in different directions. And that is exactly why relationships break. Because people make decisions based on emotions, expectations, hope, illusions, and with the mind frame of fooling each other. And then once all that is over, then I think reality sets in, and this is where things move in two different directions. So that is why relationships break up, and that is why I always believe any decision that is made emotionally later on proves to be a breeding ground for regret. So I hope this answers your question. Loy from LoyMachedo.com and who's Loy Machedo, telling you why relationships break up and why any relationship made on an emotional foundation will never last the test of time. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. Goodbye for now.